So we are going to discuss that what different types of vacancies are given by Bank of India, because Bank of India has given a number of vacancies, number of posts, some on the contractual basis, some on the regular basis. So first of all, we are going to discuss that are you eligible for any particular post. If you are eligible, then you are eligible for regular post or contractual post. Okay, and then we are going to discuss that what will be the selection procedure if you are eligible in this particular recruitment. What will be the selection procedure, what will be the exam pattern, which subjects you have to cover under this particular exam, and what will be the salary you will get after selecting as a particular post in a Bank of India. So we are going to discuss each and everything which is related to the notification of Bank of India's. So before starting the session, before moving forward on these criterias, if you are new to the channel, do subscribe this channel and press the bell icon so that you will be notified every time there is upcoming session on Officers Adda 24/7. And if you have not downloaded Adda 24/7 application yet, then do download the application. Now, first of all, if we are talking about important dates, the important dates is that the application will be submitted online. You will fill this particular form online, and the date for online application is starting from 26th of April 2022. Now, the last date for submission of online application is 10th of May 2022. So, as we can say that we have almost certain days to fill this particular form. Now, what is the age limit for this particular criteria or for this particular post, or what is the qualification which is required, what are the experience which is required? So the date, we know that in each and every notification the recruiter has given us a certain date. According to that, we are eligible to fill this particular form. So when it comes to age criteria, when it comes to educational qualification criteria, when it comes to experience criteria, the date which is given to you, that is 1st of December 2021. So as per 1st of December 2021, you have to fill, or you have to fulfill the criteria of age, qualification and experience. Okay, so remember this date is very important. According to this, you will be eligible or you will not be eligible for this particular vacancy. Okay, now let's move forward and talk about what is the exam pattern, what is the selection procedure under the Bank of India. So the selection procedure is very simple or very quite interesting. In this, you have to cover the English language, which is of maximum marks of 50. Then we have professional knowledge. As we know, it is always important. Professional knowledge is a very important subject when we are talking about the specialist officer, we are talking about credit officer. So in these type of exams, the professional knowledge plays a very important role. So professional knowledge is of 100 marks, and then we have general awareness with reference to the banking industry. It means we have to cover the banking awareness, we have to cover the financial awareness, we have to cover all the banking terminologies. So this general awareness with special reference to banking industry will be of 25 marks, and you will get 150 minutes to complete this particular exam. Okay, now first of all, if you can see, there is no calculative subject, there is no quant, there is no reasoning given under the notification. It means you just have to read the answer, then you have to give the solution, or we can say you have to read the question and then you have to read the option, you have to answer this. Now only English language will be the kind of thing in which you need to think. Okay, otherwise in professional knowledge and general awareness, if you know the concept, you will answer quickly. So the time will not, according to me, the time will not be less for all of you to prepare for this exam or to complete this exam. You will be very much able to attempt all the questions or to read all the questions in the exam. So the selection procedure or exam pattern is very interesting for your Bank of India's vacancy. So now let's move forward to the next thing, that is your Bank of India's application fee. What is the fee you have to pay here? So in order to apply for the position which is mentioned under the notification, the SC, ST, PW candidates have to pay 175 rupees, and the general and other categories have to pay 850 rupees. So this is the application fee charged to fill this particular form. Now the next important thing is, what are the vacancies there? How many vacancies are there? So if we are talking about number of vacancies, so you can see that there are total 696 vacancies under the Bank of India. Now out of this, there are certain regular post vacancy and there are certain contractual post vacancy. So total is 696 regular and contractual. Let's discuss first about the regular post. So when we are talking about the regular post, on the regular basis, how many vacancies are there? There are 594 vacancies total. And as you can see, the credit officer vacancy is the highest, that is 484. Now there is one benefit for all of you, that there is no experience required in the credit officer. So now it makes it a very big deal that they are recruiting the credit officer and there is no experience criteria is there. So there is highest number of vacancy in the credit officer category, that is 484 out of 594 for the regular post. If we are talking about the age limit, so you can see here minimum and maximum age limit is given to you for each post. There is a post on Economist, statisticians, risk manager, credit analyst, credit officer, tech appraisal, IT officer. So these are the certain posts which is given under the regular basis job, in which you have they have mentioned each and every post what is the minimum and what is the maximum age criteria you have to follow. Okay, if you are talking about credit officer, the age minimum required is 20 and the age maximum required is 30. So you can see here that the age, to check your age criteria, you have to make sure that 1st December 2021 is your important date. According to this date, you have to check that you comes under the age criteria or not. So these are the posts which are given under the regular basis by Bank of India. Now, if we are talking about contractual basis, if we are talking about contract basis, there are unlimited, or we can say maximum number of posts given by the Bank of India. So there is a manager IT, senior manager IT, that is data center. Now here also mentioned the minimum and maximum age. So if you are eligible for particular post, then do check the age criteria also, which is given in the notification, or I have also mentioned here. Now these are the 3 posts. Apart from these, there are so many posts: senior manager IT, network security, IT data center. Then we have senior manager network routine switching specialist. Then we have manager endpoint security, manager data center system. Then we have manager data center system, system administrator Windows. Then we have manager cloud virtualization. Then we have manager backup technologies. Then we have manager on your network virtualization. Then we have manager database expert, then manager technology architect, then we have manager application architect. So these are the total number of posts or these are the posts which will be hired on the contractual basis. Now the total number of contractual basis posts is 102. Okay, there are 102 posts in the contractual basis. So these are the posts, and do check the age criteria for each post, that is minimum and maximum, and it is mentioned with the notification. Okay, now if we are talking about pay scale, don't worry, we are going to discuss the eligibility criteria also. We have discussed how many posts are there and which post, what are the different posts given by Bank of India. The eligibility criteria for each we are going to discuss further. Okay, now the next is, what about the pay scale? Now it is a very attractive thing. It is a very kind of we can say, when we are preparing for a competitive exam, so your salary, your CTC is a kind of motivation you get to fill the particular form. Okay, so when we are talking about the Bank of India, the pay scale is very attractive, the pay scale is very smart. So you can say, if we are talking about junior management scale 1, so the basic pay is 36,000, or we can say that after checking everything in a hand, you will get around 55,000 per month. Okay, if we are talking about scale 2, they are mentioned here, the basic pay is 48,170. For scale 3, there is 63,840 rupees that is your basic pay, and for scale 4 you have 76,010 rupee is your basic pay. So these are the basic pay which is given under the regular post. Now these are the salaries which is given under the regular position of Bank of India. If we are talking about contractual basis, you can simply say that the scale 2 post will have a salary of 1,75,000 per month. Okay, and the scale 3 will have 2,18,000 salary per month. Now that's a very attractive pay scale Bank of India is given to you. So that's a reason you can opt this particular job. As we can see, the RBI grade B till now was the kind of organization, kind of apex bank or kind of institution which is providing very smart salary structure, but now Bank of India is giving more smart structure. So if you are eligible for this particular exam, do fill the form. The exam selection criteria is very simple. You will have a certain exam in which English language, professional knowledge and general awareness will be asked. Then you will have an interview. Okay, so this is the salary structure which is given to the different regular positions and your contractual basis. Now these are the vacancies 696 in which we are covering the regular post and contractual post. So if you are seeing that what are the different posts in the regular post, that is Economist, statistician, risk manager, credit analyst, credit officer, tech appraisal, IT officer, data center. Now because we know the notification is kind of complex, there are, if you are talking about regular post, we have limited number of posts. You can easily understand under the notification that these are the posts and I am eligible for this. But when it comes to contractual basis, there are unlimited, there are a number of vacancies given, there are number of posters given. So to know that you are eligible or no, I have mentioned this all the posts here in short, so that you will not be confused about this. So do check this particular post. These are the posts, then you can check the eligibility criteria, and if you are eligible, then you can fill this particular form. So these are all the contractual basis posts, that is total 102, but when it comes to your regular post, we have 594 posts. Okay, so this is the basic structure. We have discussed what is the salary criteria, what is the exam pattern, what is the selection pattern, what is the age criteria, we have discussed what are the different vacancies they have given in the regular post and contractual post, we have discussed. Now let's come to the more complex thing, that is related to your vacancies eligibility. That is very important to understand, because if we are talking about eligibility, that is kind of complex, because we have seen that there are unlimited of vacancies given under Bank of Maharashtra. So this is the PDF which is given by Bank of India. So in the Bank of India, the eligibility criteria for the regular basis they have mentioned here. First of all, the first post is Economist on regular basis. These are the eligibility criteria for regular basis. Do make sure that you, whenever you are checking the eligibility criteria, do make sure you are eligible for regular or contractual basis. Okay. Now when it comes to eligibility criteria on regular basis, first we have Economist. In Economist, number of vacancies are 2 and the age is given here. Now to apply for the Economist, you should have a post-graduation degree in economics or econometrics from a university or recognized university. That is simple. Now work experience is required here. The 4 years of work experience is required as an officer in financial institution or bank or rating agency. That's the credit rating agency, CAIIB or CRISIL or ICRA. It can be anything. Now analyst firm, reputed broker agencies, corporate organization like CRISIL, CAIIB, ICRA. These are the credit rating agencies, out of which 3 years experience in forecasting, analysis, business indicators, environmental scanning, building up of data bank, econometric models and industrial profiles. So they need total experience of 4 years, but out of these 4 years, they need the 3 years experience in forecasting, in analysis, business, analyzing business indicators, environmental scanning. So they need total 4 years of experience, but in out of 4, they need 3 years experience in this particular field. Okay, so do make sure you are you are fulfilling the criteria of experience also. Now when it comes to the second post, that is a statistician's post, the age is 28 to 35. Now full-time master postgraduate degree is important, statistics and applied statistics. Okay, now next thing is, here they also ask about the 4-year experience as an officer in financial institution, bank, rating agency, analyst firm. The same experience is required, and 3 years, out of which 3 years experience is relevant field. So in whichever field you are working, so 3 years relevant field be required in the particular out of 4 years experience. Okay. Now when we are coming to the next post, that is risk manager. Risk manager age is same, 28 to 35. Now you need a different kind of qualification here. So first of all, certification in financial risk management from Global Association of Risk, professional risk management certification from Prima Institute, then holder of chartered financial analyst from CFA Institute, then these are the you can have one of these, or CA or ICWA, or certified information system auditor certificate, then diploma of information system auditor from ICIA, ISA, SCA. Okay, so these are the particular educational qualification for your risk manager, and these are the qualification which you required, and these are the in the condition of or. Okay, now the next is works experience. They need the 3 years of experience as an officer in financial institution, bank, rating agency, analyst firm, reputed brokers agency, corporate organization like CRISIL, CAIIB, ICRA, ONICRA, SMIRA. It can be anything, out of which 2 years of experience in risk functioning. Out of total 3 years experience is required, and out of that you need 2 years experience in risk functions. Okay, now the next is credit analyst on regular basis. The age is 30 to 38 years. Okay, now 2 years full-time MBA in finance. Do make sure you are checking each and every post criteria of education, because they have different criteria for every post, because these posts are very responsible posts. These are not the posts which you can handle very easily. These posts require different kind of knowledge. These posts require a lot of experience or knowledge, a lot of decision making quality in the person. That's why you have to check that you are eligible for the particular post or not. So do make sure the experience field and the education qualification will be clearly defined, or will be clearly read by you while fulfilling the form. So 2 years full-time MBA in finance, PGD, BM in finance, CA or ICWA. These are all in the condition of or. Now the 10 years of experience as an officer in NBFC, that is non-banking financial company, financial institution having business mix of 1000 crores and above as on 31st March 2021. Do make sure this date is also mentioned. Out of which 5 years experience in credit processing, credit appraisal, assessment, credit rating, balance sheet analysis and credit monitoring. So total you require 10 years of experience. Out of that, 5 years of experience is required as a credit processing, as a credit appraisal, assessment, credit rating, balance sheet analysis, credit monitoring. Okay. Now next is, once again, now next is our credit officer. That is a very important post, or because it has a lot of vacancy, that is 484. So in credit officer, you required the age criteria 20 to 30. Now education qualification, if you are talking about education qualification, a degree, that is graduation in any discipline. Now make sure that degree in any discipline with the minimum 60% marks, along with MBA, PGDBM, PGDM, PGBM, PGDBA with specialization in finance, banking and finance from Institute of Reputed Post-Graduation Degree in Commerce, Science and Economics. Now don't think that only any graduate can fulfill this. Apart from graduation, along with, they have said that along with any disciplines graduation, you require MBA, PGDBM, PGDM, PGBM, PGDBA. These are also required in the specialization of finance, banking and finance from a reputed institution. Okay, that you have done 2 or 3 years of program. Now apart from that, we require that candidate appearing the final exam. This is also important. The candidates appearing in the final year examination of MBA, PGDBM, PGM, all these criteria from Institute of Rapid Post-Graduation Degree in Commerce, Science or Economics are eligible to apply. However, their final result should be declared on or before the 31st March 2022. So they have said if your final year is running, then also you are eligible to fill this particular post, but your result should come from 31st of March 2022. Your result should be declared. Okay, it means, let's say for example, you have waited for the final year examination, you are in the final year examination, but the date is given declared before 31st March 2022. So that this is the criteria which you have to follow. So candidates who are appearing in the post graduation these kinds of courses, then they are also eligible, but the result date they have given already. Now apart from this, a CA, ICW or CS certification can also apply here. Okay, now you also required a certification in computer course for minimum 3 months or IT or related paper as one of the subject as a graduation level or afterward is a must. So do make sure, if we are talking about credit officer, they have not given any kind of work experience, but they have asked a educational qualification in which you should have the knowledge of the post or the job profile. Okay, so these are the criteria which you have to follow for the regular post. Okay, these are the criteria for regular post. Now the next is technical appraisal. Okay, in which the 25 to 30 years is your age criteria. Now bachelor degree in engineering in one of the stream mentioned below, and out of these stream you can have an engineering degree and you will be eligible to apply for this particular post. Now post qualification experience minimum of 3 years required, and out of above 3 years minimum 1 year experience should be in core industrial sector listed in column, that is educational qualification, related to educational qualification. So what we are saying that total you required 3 years of experience, and out of 3 years you need minimum 1 year experience in core industrial sector, and the core industrial sector is defined under this educational qualification. Okay, so total is 3, and out of that you need 1 year experience in your core industrialization. Next, IT officer data center, if you're talking about, the minimum is 20 to 30 year age. Education qualification is given to you that the first division minimum 60% marks is required in BE, BT, BTAC, in CSE, IT or EA and E&C. Now first division, or this is the or condition, if you do not have the first one you can have the second one. First division minimum 60 in MCA, MSc, IT from recognized university in institute. Now desired certification, what are the desired certification is required? Java developer certification is required. Okay, now if we are talking about work experience, so they have mentioned minimum 2 years of hands-on experience in application development, coding, testing, maintenance of application software with at least 1 year experience in handling digital channels. Okay, that is internet banking, mobile banking, UPI for any reputed organization, preferably banking or IT sector or fintech company. So first of all, they require 2 years of experience, minimum 2 years of experience of hand-on experience in application development. You have done the coding, you have done the testing, maintenance of application or software, and with at least 1 year experience of handling the digital channels. It can be your internet banking, it can be your mobile banking, it can be your UPI. Okay, it can be anything. So you have to you should have a 1 year experience of handling the digital channels also. Now when it comes to specific skills, knowledge of net Angular JS, Node JS, Core Java, J2EE, MS SQL, this is required. Then is knowledge of Linux server, Unix server, this is required. Then experience of development, implementation, enhancement is required, and support of banks, digital channels like internet banking, mobile banking, UPI products, and etc. So it means the NPCI retail payments products you should have experience of. Identifying areas for modification in existing products and subsequently developing these modification, it means the kind of innovative work you should do here. Now you should have a kind of experience in that. Writing and implementing efficient code, deploying software tools, processes, and metrics, sound analytical and troubleshooting skills, good team management and coordination skills, ability to learn new technologies quickly, good communication skills, both written and verbal. So these are the certain criteria or special skills they have said that you can see that when you are filling a certain form, like for example, if I am filling a IBPS PO form or SBI PO form, so what they are required? They required a computer knowledge. Special skills, they required a computer knowledge. So that's how they have also given the specific knowledge, the specific skills they required under the IT data center officer. Okay, so these are the qualification for your regular post which is given by your Bank of India. Now if we are talking about criteria, eligibility criteria on contractual basis, so there are unlimited posts which we are talking about under the contractual basis. So let me tell you how you can check your particular eligibility criteria. Then you have to make sure that when you are fulfilling the form, do check that in which particular criteria you are eligible. So first let's discuss manager IT on contractual basis. The age criteria is 28 to 35. Okay, and education qualification, you require BSc Computer Science, it can be BE, BTech in Computer Science, IT, Electronics, Electrical and Electronics, Electronics and Communication from recognized university, or MCA, MBA, PG, then MSc Computer Science. So these are the certain qualification which you required for to fulfill the manager IT on contractual basis post. Okay, so do make sure these are in the condition of or. It can be if you are BSc Computer Science, you can fill the form. If you are BE, you can fill the form. If you are BTech in Computer Science or IT or Electronics or Electrical and Electronics or Electronics and Communication, then you can fill this particular form. Okay. So now next is your experience if required. So minimum 7 years of experience is required. Preference will be given to the candidate with experience in financial sector, banks, NBFC, insurance and investment. So they have said that the 7 years experience is required minimum, but they are not said that we need the experience in bank or NBFC or insurance or investment fund. But the preference will be given to those candidates who have minimum 7 years of experience in these financial institutions. Now other preferred qualification they have said that you should have, that is certification in Windows MSCA, Windows MSCP, Linux, Solaris, Oracle, MS SQL, then Oracle OCA, Cisco, then your Cisco CCNP, then Active Directory, ITIL. So these are etc. Java, ISO, PHP, Finacle, JSP, .NET, Python, R, IoT, Cloud, DISA. So these are the certain you should have a qualification, other skills which is required for you. Okay, now what they have said, candidate who do not have the required certification to complete the certification within 1 year from joining. See, they have said that require the other preferred qualification. These are the other preferred qualification, but still if you do not have the certificate right now, then you can complete the certification within 1 year of joining. Okay, so within 1 year of joining you have to complete this certification. So this is the post of manager IT on contract basis. So this is how you have to check your eligibility for all the posts in the contractual basis. Okay, so here we have discussed first, we have discussed what is the important dates for this particular vacancy. Then we have discussed that what are the selection procedure, what is the exam pattern for this post. Then we have discussed how many posts are given under the regular basis and contractual basis. After that, we have discussed what is the age criteria is there required. So do make sure the age criteria they have given in the section of your notification, they have given with the post also. They have defined the individual post, what is the age criteria required. Now next important thing which we have discussed, that on what is your pay scale is there. Okay, what is the pay scale, how much in the regular position you will get and in the contractual basis you will get. Then we have discussed the banking application fee. What is the banking application fee? So this is a very better opportunity, very good opportunity for all the persons who are actually qualified for this particular exam, who actually have experience, who actually have knowledge. As I have already told you that these posts requires a lot of knowledge, these posts required a lot of sincerity, these posts required a lot of experience. because these are very responsible posts. That's why they have given a certain eligibility criteria to all of you. Okay, so this is related to everything which we have discussed of Bank of Maharashtra. Now, one information for all of you, that on all the Mahapacks you will get double validity, and this particular validity is only available for today. You will get validity on JAIIB, CAIIB Mahapack, then you will get validity on JAIIB ka Mahapack, CAIIB ka Mahapack, and the both Mahapacks. So double validity is there, and with the double validity you will get 78% discount if you buy this particular Mahapacks from Are 24/7 application. So for that you have to use the code that is Y496. If you are using this Y496, you will get 78% discount. Here you will get 78% discount from Are 24/7 application. Okay, so this is the very good opportunity for all the persons who are eligible for this particular post. As you can see, the selection procedure is very good. The subjects are only 3, that is English language, general awareness, and your professional knowledge. And when you already have a certain experience in the banking sector or NBFC or in any other financial institution, now your professional knowledge is kind of already completed. A certain kind of practical knowledge you already have. Now what you have to do, you just have to furnish your knowledge about the practical work you are doing since the last 5 years or 2 years or 3 years or the 10 years which is required in the notification. So it is easy to qualify this particular exam, and we have a certain time period to qualify this exam. And one important thing is the date is not mentioned yet. They have said that the tentative dates for the exam will be given another notification. So they will release another notification in which they will say that what is the actual exam date can be, in which month they can conduct the exam. Now do remember the important dates, that is online application will start from 26th of April, and the last date for submission of online application will be on 10th of May. Okay, do remember these date, and the exam date will be notified by Bank of India in another notification. Okay, so that is all related to the Bank of India vacancy. If you still have any doubt that are you eligible or not, or how to apply and from where to apply, so from where to apply I will tell you here that go to the Are 24/7 application or the website. You will find the Bank of India recruitment selection section there, in which the link for applying for this particular post will be given to you, and the detailed notification will also be available at the 24/7 application or the website. Okay, now if you still have any doubt that are you eligible or not and what to do and how to prepare, then you can ask your question, you can ask your queries in the comment section as this video ends. Okay, so you can ask, I will check the comment section, and if you have any query then you can ask. You are free to ask on the comment section, in the comment section. Okay, so thank you all for joining the session, and if you are new to the channel, do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you will get notification of all the upcoming sessions of ours. So thank you all and stay safe.